There's so many people tonight that I have to thank, and if I miss a parent or a former parent or a former player, I apologize. First person I must thank, because if not, she'll probably tell me about myself when I get home, was my wife, Tricia. For all of us that coach high school or AAU, it's not just one season. Fall leagues, summer leagues, watching your kids play AAU, making sure they're in the right situations. Tricia, thank you for being patient. Thank you for knowing when I tell you that I'm going to be home at 7, that really means 8. And having the patience to deal with all the phone calls in the late at night and talking about basketball. Thank you very much. There's a couple people that have meant so much to me the last 8 years that I've been here, the head coach. First, my principal, Dr. Steve Noble, who is a former coach and gives endless support. Assistant principal over athletics, Mr. Doug Elias. Once again, there's been a shoulder for me to lean on when things don't go right. And then my little buddy, Coach Travis DeWalt, who, no matter what the situation, he's always got a spot in his couch for me to talk to him about things. The parents, some of the younger kids, Jessica, Troy, the Hetricks, thank you so much for putting an infusion of life with the JV program this year, being there to answer my calls, and when I need something, you're there for me. To the older parents, Barry, Melanie, Paul, another year, thank you. Mr. Corbett, I greatly appreciate your support through everything. I know Isla, your sister, Anita, who's there for you at all times. Tao, Heidi, thank you very much for everything you've done. I just want to thank all the parents that make it so successful of a program. And by no stretch of the imagination is me, but it's everybody pitching in and doing a little bit to fundraise, and do the things that are necessary to make a public school successful. Thank you very much. Before I move on, we have some fans of Gulf High School that have been coming to Gulf High games. I know for the last 8 years that I've been here the head coach, and I know they've been coming prior. They're from Indiana, where basketball is king. They have made my wife, friends of my wife. They are great fans of high school sports, and especially of girls basketball. Mr. and Mrs. Rich and Janet Bassett, if you guys could stand up for me, please. Thank you very much for coming to our games and showing the support to all our kids here at Gulf High School. Here's a couple t-shirts, but more importantly, we just wanted to recognize you and say thank you. Now on to our seniors. Mr. Elias, if you could grab the gifts, and I'll grab the flowers. We're going to go. First player I'd like to talk about, I'm going to step out here, is Miss Isla Spajovic. Isla, when I think about Isla, I think of two things: dedication and determination. I know her brother and her play countless games of horse and 21 out front of their house. I know she's the first one to practice usually. She's always wanting to get in the gym to improve. Had a breakout career in cross country this year. This year we were at Dade City in a game. There was probably 45 seconds left to go in the game. Ollie went up for a rebound and came down. A girl from Pasco jumped with her and came down awkwardly and came down on Isla's leg. Well, I knew she was down, but she didn't move right away. But when I looked around to play her, her kneecap was on the other side of her leg. And it looked a lot worse than it was. She never cried. She never blinked an eye. She just said, "Coach, I'm okay, but my knee hurts." So after we went to the hospital, they put it back in place. 4.0 student. She was at school the next day. It's a great tribute to her dedication as a student athlete. Congratulations. What's your mom and dad? Next player, Miss Kaitlyn Corbin. Stop crying, we got a game to play. Here we go. I got the cards. You got it. This year, Kaitlyn was her first year at Gulf High School. And needless to say, we went through some adversity at the beginning of the year, and I was amazed with what we went through, that the poise that Kaitlyn showed through all of it, to where there was nothing that she had done wrong, and other people were trying to implicate her in something, and the poise that she had to not get upset, to stay level-headed, to stay confident, is a tribute to you, Wayne. And I greatly appreciate the fact that you never strayed on what your words were. You know, Kate came in this year, walked into a starting lineup, has averaged over 9 rebounds a game. She wants to play college ball, and we're going to do everything we can at Gulf High School to find a home for her. Congratulations, Kate. Right here? These two right here? Yep. We got one more. Next up, Miss Hannah Kotzen. There's always that player that makes your blood pressure go up on the court and definitely off the court. She's very smart, very intelligent, and has a love for the game that's second to none. Hannah came here 2 years ago from Tampa Prep, a different type of high school. Hannah came here and decided that this is where she wanted to make her home. She is arguably the best on-the-ball defensive player that I've ever coached. She has a phenomenal love and heart for the game. The intangibles that Hannah brings for me as a coach have outweighed any negatives, good and bad, that we've had throughout school. Barry, I hope you open your business, because I think Hannah will be very good when it comes to any negotiation that you decide to go through. Phenomenal senior season, averaging double figures, and went a true leader to our program. Ms. Hannah Kotzen. Wow, 4 years ago, there was this little girl with a ponytail and bangs that came down to here that walked in the gym. I don't need to repeat or go over the stats that I don't need to go over the stats and the records that she's broke here at Gulf High School. You know, Nicole Adams has done so much for herself as a student athlete academically. She will be attending Winthrop University. For what your dad said about my player, or something that I've created, you've taught me more as a player than I've ever taught you as a coach. You're lucky enough to coach certain players in your lifetime, and some only come around once. Nicole has done an amazing job representing Gulf High School, representing her family, representing the game of basketball. You know, Nicole, a lot of people read the accolades about the points and all the records and the wins that we've had, but not a lot of people know the inside, that things that go on. And the fact that, you know, AAU-wise, I know her teammate Megan Keogh over here, you know, it's 2 hours to Orlando, it's 2 hours back, taking international baccalaureate classes, making sure that she gets her 300 to 500 jump shots in a day. That shooting machine, we've had to change the parts on several times because she's worn it out. The fact that she had the opportunity to go to any school in the area, and she decided to come to Gulf High School. It's difficult to say goodbye to you, but you know, as a coach, that you did your job, and you'll move on. And I wanted to say thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2011 Gulf High Girls Basketball Seniors. Please stand and give them a round of applause. Thank you very much.